Hey guys, it is present day DA Comics here. Just wanted to introduce this video that was filmed like 6 months ago. And I kind of wanted to come in here and let you know that before I roll the video because, yeah, obviously my hair is going to be a lot shorter. I'm going to make some references to current day that are a little outdated. Yeah, I filmed this video like back in November and then just sat on it and never got around to editing it and uploading it. So I didn't want to just completely scrap the video because I thought it was really fun to film it, and it was really fun to go through it and watch it again when I was editing it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, it's a little odd being from so long ago, but I think the content still holds up. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We look like siblings right now.
People are going to be like, oh, siblings are dating.
Married. Not dating. That's not the right
Married
word.
or dating. So do you have your questions?
Yeah, I was gonna try and pull them up on my phone, but my phone was low on battery, so now I need to grab it because it's charging.
Oh, okay.
All right, you get to do the intro.
What's up, guys?
Wait, now we're like peaking. Now we're too loud. I gotta turn this down. There we go.
What's your intro usually?
Fucking, I don't know. It changes every day.
I assume, are you already recording? Or?
Yeah, I started recording. Just
Okay.
It doesn't, like I said, I'm gonna edit it. So.
Don't you clap sync audio?
No, you don't need to do that. Audio's already synced. If I was
Okay.
recording audio separately, then you would. You gotta
Okay.
hear.
What is your intro usually? Isn't it like, welcome back, guys, it's DA Comics.
You've never watched any of my videos, is what you're telling me right now. You're gonna fail this quiz, apparently.
I have oh no. Was I supposed to watch your videos?
No.
To prepare?
No. Some of these questions... Alright, so we're just gonna dive into this then. Screw the intro. We don't need an intro. My wife. I totally... what's the word?
Forgot.
No.
Blanked.
Like,
Ignored.
dropped it on you?
Oh, yes.
What's the word? I went into the other room and I was like, hey, Reagan, my wife, you need to be in a video.
Yes.
And then, what did you do?
I questioned how nicely I needed to look and if I could drink alcohol during said video.
Yeah, she immediately got all insecure. So I prepared a quiz for you.
Thank you.
And
I'm glad. I'm very good at testing.
I fully expect you to get 100%. So you should know that the bar is very high. And if you do get 100%, there is a prize for you at the end. So
Oh.
yeah, I go only extreme, but
Only 100% though?
yeah, only 100%. So if you get any, they are mostly multiple choice.
Okay.
And these are either things that I've definitely talked to you about.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna test your listening skills.
I always listen.
As all good marriages start off.
Yes.
Or it's just kind of things that you could use logic or whatever to figure out. So some of these might be easier than others. I really threw these together like last minute.
I know.
As you know. Well, they don't know. I gotta say it again. But, so, first question. And I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna have something on the screen, make it look pretty.
Okay.
First question. Who was my first favorite superhero? Is it A?
Do I need the multiple choice?
Is it A, Hulk, B, Spider-Man, C, Captain America, or D, Thor?
A, Hulk, locking in my answer.
Why do you say that?
Because you had the Hulk gloves, so you used to beat up your friends with them.
Yeah, Hulk was my first favorite superhero. I had some visual aids,
Pretty sure you had Hulk cheeks.
so you can display that. Hulk was officially my first favorite superhero. When I was
Look at that. Beautiful.
before
Nice
I even
glare.
liked Spider-Man, I was like, I had the Hulk bed sheets, Hulk poster, Hulk
Yep.
gloves. I gotta see if my mom has any of those pictures. I had one picture of me. I had like this Hulk. It was like a jersey material shirt, and it was so long that it looked like I wasn't wearing pants. If I can find that picture, I'll put it up on the screen. But I loved Hulk, and then once I got older, I started loving Spider-Man, and then the rest is history from there. But you can
Very
throw that
nice.
on the ground over there or something.
What? I'm not gonna throw it.
Don't
on the
throw it.
ground.
Place it on the ground. Okay, question number 2. Which comic was my first comic? Now I have prepared some options for you. Option number 1, The Amazing Spider-Man 371, featuring the Spider Slayer's Black Cat. Wonderful comic book. Hold that for me. You can look at it if you want. Option number 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 666 Spider Island Prelude. Pass that way. Option number 3, Spectacular Spider-Man 100, featuring The Spot, Black Cat, Kingpin. Wonderful crew there. Or option number 4, Spider-Man number 35.
No.
Venom, Carnage, all those guys there. So which of these 4 comics was my first ever comic?
First ever.
At least that I can remember. The one that started it all.
Well, the problem is that I knew it was Spider-Man.
Yeah,
These are all Spider-Man.
there's a reason I chose all
Are
Spider-Man
they
books.
all... Is it
Ooh,
Silver
shit.
Age? That's like 80s, 90s?
None of those are Silver Age. Silver Age is 60s.
No.
Silver Age is 60s.
Oh, you're right. Bronze Age?
80s, 90s would be Bronze Age. They're now, in the last few years, they've started calling Copper Age like 85 to 95, so... Copper Age, Bronze Age.
Are they all about the
This
same
is
time
Modern
period?
Age. So I would say Bronze Age, Copper, Modern.
Okay, this one definitely isn't it. I think you just wanted to throw the 666 at me. Spooky season, after all.
Neither confirm nor deny until you lock in an answer.
I really hope it's not that one. This one has the coolest cover, which
Which
makes
one?
me this one.
This one is cool, guy?
Yeah, Maximum
Interesting.
Carnage.
That is not my favorite cover out of these.
I think your favorite's this one.
Cover-wise?
Yeah.
I will neither confirm nor deny until
Well,
you
now I think it's this one. What would 8-year-old Dixon?
Oh, I had to be like 4.
Oh, you're 4?
Whichever
Ooh.
comic this is, which I'll tell you, since you have eliminated this one, it is not this one. This was in there though. This was my first new Spider-Man comic book. But these are all
Okay.
old back issues. I was like
If you
4
were
or 5 in an
4?
antique store, and my mom was shopping, and she needed to keep me busy, so she was like, "Here, pick out a comic book," and I picked out whichever one.
I think it's either the Maximum Carnage or the Peter Parker and then Spectacular Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Wrong!
Don't get the
But you were
prize.
close. Let me explain. So, as I mentioned, this was my first modern comic book. You can set that to the side. This one was not the correct answer, but I included this because this was one of my very early comic books. I remember when I was a kid drawing this cover, or like, copying, whatever. But my very first comic book was Spider-Man 35 Maximum Carnage Part 4. Now, it was funny you pointed out the cover because I actually really don't like this cover. It's kind of bland.
What?
Compared to a lot of the other like Carnage
Whatever.
comics. But this is, set out. You should have known with Carnage. That was why he's my favorite villain. He's my first ever comic. But I did throw you for a loop because this was my second ever comic.
That's mean.
This was back, before I had any comic books,
get
I had these
partial
2
credit.
comics. And I remember I got this one because when I was a kid, I really liked the Spider-Man animated TV show, and The Spot was in that. And I was like, I know that guy. And Kingpin and all that, so. Close, but
I think
no cigar.
since I narrowed it down well, I should still get a prize.
We'll see. We'll see how you do the rest of the quiz.
Okay.
Question number 3. I have it over here so you couldn't peek. Amazing Spider-Man 361, first appearance of Carnage, my favorite villain. He's got his Lego bust right over there. I have
You're gonna ask who the artist is, aren't you?
it signed by the artist. My favorite artist.
It is your favorite artist.
So who is it? Is it A, John Romita, B, Mark Bagley, C, Steve Ditko, or D, Eric Larson?
It's not the last 2.
It's not Steve Ditko or Eric Larson. She
Not
says.
the last 2. The first 2 are the names that came to mind. And if I'm off, I'm gonna be really upset.
Grab it, so I have it ready. Ugh.
My heart is telling me it's Ramita. But I don't know if he's the one that Sam has the signature of, and I got those confused.
I'll give you. So Sam is one of her coworkers who has issue 300, First Prince of Venom, signed by the artist. That is a different artist than this artist.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I don't know if that's Ramita or if this is Ramita, or if I'm fully wrong.
I want to say more, but I will not help.
No.
Here's what I'll say. That artist is neither of these artists.
No.
That is Todd McFarlane.
Yes.
Creator of Spawn.
I think.
John Romita.
I think it's John Romita.
Or Mark Bagley.
I'm going with John Romita.
Final answer?
I feel like I'm wrong.
It is Mark Bagley. Signature right there. My favorite artist. Drew Spider-Man during the Copper Age, right after Todd McFarlane. And Eric Larson was in there as well. John Romita is one of my favorite artists, and I do have that book signed by John Romita.
Dang it.
But Mark Bagley is the artist who created Carnage, and he is still drawing Spider-Man to this day. He just came out with a book this week, actually.
We just talked about... Is it John Romita?
John Romita.
Is it his son drawing now?
He's drawing on the main Amazing Spider-Man series, and he sucks.
Maybe that's why his name came to mind, because
I mean, John Romita, he is one of my favorite artists. He took over right after Steve Ditko, the original creator. So. But no, Cigar, you are 1 for 3 right now.
No.
You got the first one right.
That's correct, actually.
All right.
Doing
Question
a very bad job.
number 4, and I'm not going to let you look at the cover, so without looking at the comic book, Amazing Spider-Man number 2, my prized possession, signed by Stan Lee, is the first appearance of all of these characters except 1. A. J. Jonah Jameson. B. Vulture. C. The Tinkerer. Which character is not first appearing in Amazing Spider-Man number 2? You can tie up your record in the quiz up to this point with this
How many
question.
questions were there?
10.
Shoot.
You are 1 and 2. You could make it 2 and 2 if you get this correct. Which character did not first appear in the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I know Vulture for sure, because he's on the cover, I'm pretty sure.
Eliminating Vulture. That's why I wouldn't let you look at the cover. Because that would definitely help.
Either this is J. Jonah Jameson's first appearance, or it's his, like, second. And you're messing with me. And I have no idea who the Tinkerer is.
I will tell you the Tinkerer was the character depicted in Spider-Man Homecoming, the one who made all the weapons. That was an adaptation of him. So he is a villain in Spider-Man comics. So it's... You know,
It's either A or C, but I don't know. I feel like it's C.
which was...
The Tinkerer.
You think it's not the Tinkerer first appearing?
Yeah.
I'm just clarifying. Okay.
Yeah.
Wrong!
No!
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is first appearance of the Vulture and the terrible Tinkerer. Not J. Jonah Jameson. His first appearance is in issue 1.
I knew it too. That's what I said. I was like, either this is his first or second appearance.
This book, think of it this way. This book jumped up in value when Homecoming came out because both Vulture and Tinkerer were in that movie.
I mean, like, duh.
Yeah, but my prized possession, signed by Stan Lee, I'll allow you to put that over there. Phew. I'll take this ring off real quick. You throw that comic over there, I'll tell you. All right, you are 1 and 3 now.
Yes.
Is there anything you would like to say as we near the halfway point of this quiz?
It is too late for you to leave me. We have made it legally binding.
I'm a little disappointed, so we'll have to bring you back for a follow-up quiz and see how you do on that.
I'll study or something.
All right, jumping forward to the modern age of comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 5.
Mm-hmm.
In Secret Wars, which I have a visual aid right here. Mm-hmm. The cover is no hint to you, so don't even try to, Which Avenger wielded the Infinity Gauntlet in an assault against God Doom?
Was that Black Panther?
In this comic book. Options are A. Iron Man. B. Captain America. C. Black Panther.
Oh, it's an option. Okay.
Or D. Doctor Strange.
I think it's C, because that was what my...
You are correct! I was gonna say, I know I've told you about this moment because I want to see it in the MCU so bad. Black Panther wields the Infinity Gauntlet, leading an army of zombies to assault God Doom after he completely destroys Thanos. It's one of the coolest moments in comic books that I've ever read.
I don't need the multiple choice.
You're
got
back
it.
on the board.
Got
2
it.
and 3. Yeah, you literally go, isn't it Black Panther? And I was like, well, I don't want to read these options now. But, all right. Now you can tie up your record. Question number 6. The price of the majority of comic books during the Silver Age was A, 15 cents, B, 12 cents, C, 10 cents, or D, 13 cents.
B, final answer.
Which was 12 cents?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay.
Silver Age comic books are largely known, not entirely, but largely identifiable by their 12-cent cover price. I feel like you know that because I've told you that if you ever find comics at like an antique store, look for the 12-cent mark.
Yes.
That's what I told my mom. My mom goes antiquing a whole bunch, and she's like, what am I looking for? I'm like, if it says 12 cents on the cover, just buy it if it's cheap, and then like I'll probably want it. But I thought that would be an easy one.
It was an easy one.
I was like, she could use some free points. So,
Thank you.
Little did I know that would tie you up to 3 and 3. So
hard question.
winning, losing record here. Now this is a ballpark. There's not multiple choice, but I'm not looking for the specifically correct answer. The question is, approximately, how many comics do I have in my collection?
I knew that was gonna be the question too.
I will say if you get it within
1,000. No, within 1,000.
if you get it within 100, a margin of 100, you'll get it correct. That might be too harsh, but it's not fun otherwise. So you can look. These are all my comics here, minus the stack I've taken out and the ones on the wall. How many comics do I have in my collection?
How many comics fit in a long box?
It varies depending on how you bag them and how tight you like them, but somewhere around 200, I believe. But some of these, like this, is much emptier than this one, so that's not an exact science.
We have 9.
Like 2 to 250, depending on.
2,000. I might be just shy of 2,000. Or just over 2,000. How many are on the map? Does it include ones that are en route to us?
No.
Okay.
I catalog them as they arrive.
200.
That's a bit more than 200, but
2,058.
so close, but not quite. 2,381.
I think you lied to me about what fits in a long box.
It's 2 to 250. I said it varies.
Oh, 250.
Yeah,
I stopped listening.
it varies though. So, but 2,381 as of right now.
That's too many.
Not for us. Luckily, there's no quiz about the value of them, but that could be in there. So you just inherited all those assets. So.
Good. I'll take them with me when I leave you.
You got it. Well, your record is now 3 and 4, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. So maybe you can tie it up again now with question number 8. Which character's first appearance do I not own?
Spider-Man.
From the following options. A.
That should count.
Dr. Octopus. B. Scorpion. C. The Shocker. Or D. Mary Jane.
I know. Ooh. I know you have Doc Ock. Mary Jane was not introduced until after Gwen Stacy died, right?
I will neither confirm or deny.
Really?
Well, I don't see how that would really help you.
Yeah, you don't.
She was around at the same time as Gwen Stacy.
So that's pretty long ago. Scorpion, I'm pretty sure. Can I ask you another question?
Yeah, you can ask whether I answer or not.
In Spider-Man Homecoming, the movie with my favorite Tom Holland, Shocker is character, and he's canoodling with the Vulture and the guy who I just learned is the Tinkerer.
Yep.
Is that accurate to the comics, or they just kind of throw him in there?
The Shocker is not associated with Vulture or the Tinkerer in his first appearance in the comics.
I think that does help.
It's not in issue 2, if that's what you're thinking.
Well,
just
no,
those two.
I
I would have included him as an option on that list if that was the case. I wish that was the case. That'd be awesome.
I know you have Doc Ock. If I'm wrong about this, it's gonna be really embarrassing.
I mean, you've been wrong about a lot of things so far, so...
I listen very well.
Yeah, great listener.
He has way too many hobbies. I don't think you have Mary Jane. I'm pretty sure you would talk about it more if you did. Mary Jane, final answer.
Going through my first appearances. First, I have The Amazing Spider-Man number 3.
I knew it.
First appearance of Dr. Octopus. You got that one right. That was a pretty easy one. You should know I have that book. It's another one of my prized possessions. Signed by Stan Lee.
He likes to brag.
Next up, I have The Amazing Spider-Man 46, first appearance of the Shocker. So he appeared in issue 46.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Spider-Man Homecoming is really my movie because I have first appearance of all of those characters.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And then the last first appearance that I have between Mary Jane or Scorpion, we have Amazing Spider-Man issue 42.
Shoot.
With the first appearance of Mary Jane.
Damn.
Not the Scorpion. I do not have the first appearance of Scorpion. Mary Jane only appears at the very end of this book. She was mentioned a lot in the comics, but this is the first time you see her face, so it's kind of considered the first appearance of Mary Jane, even though you technically see her and hear about her prior to this. So, first full appearance of Mary Jane Watson. She appeared before
When
Gwen.
is...
Scorpion is
Yeah.
issue number 20, which I do not have.
Oh, I thought he'd be later.
Yeah. No, he appears, if you had been watching Webheads Comic Club,
I
you would
watched
know that
religiously.
we actually saw the Scorpion in issue 20. He came back in issue 29, and then he is gone until the 80s, I believe. He just, like, goes away for, like, a really long time.
Comic books are weird, man.
Yeah, well, he wasn't that popular. Like, his first couple appearances weren't very good, so people didn't really like him. But, anyway.
I'm gonna write a quiz about random stuff that you don't know.
Go for it. We'll make a video out of it. I think you should, hopefully, maybe I'm giving you too much credit, be able to get this question right, though. Question number 9. What, and I have all 4 options, so you can take a look-see at them.
You're getting so close, too. That's the worst part. If I had narrowed down to 2,
What
I'd get it right.
is the oldest comic in my collection? Now, I'll need you to grab one because we already used it over there. But first, option number A is Action Comics number, where'd it go? 254.
That's a new one.
It's a newer one that I've picked up. Journey into Mystery 89, featuring featuring Thor, not the Thor. Detective Comics 291, featuring Batman, also a recent pickup. Or, and if you can grab it over there, Amazing Spider-Man issue number 2.
Oh, that's not it. We'll leave it over there.
Okay.
It's
Feel free to take a look at those. Be gentle. They are very old.
one of these two.
them.
It's one of the DC ones.
Okay. What makes you say that?
Because one time you came home with one of these, and you were like, "This is the oldest comic I have."
She does listen!
I don't know which one it is.
So now that you've eliminated this one, I was going to say another good hint for you would be that This and the Spider-Man comic are both 12 cents, whereas these
I
are
knew
both
that too.
10 cents.
Well, I mean, DC might just be cheaper.
And it's not the case.
Yeah, no. Well, this one came out in May, and this one came out in July. May is before July. But weren't you saying that you have? Isn't it a book? No,
I recently
before
said that I
before
have a book from every year since whichever book is my oldest book.
62. Oh, since your oldest book?
Skipping 1 year. There's 1 year that I don't have a comic book from between my oldest book to the current year.
So it's between these two.
Yep. These are at least a year apart. So the months don't really help you.
This one's colors look slightly better.
Condition is only so relevant because comics can be in various.
Okay, well, that's
I have
fine.
books from 20 years ago that look worse than these.
I don't want to cheat, but is that the year?
There's always writing on comics I wouldn't look too much about.
I think that was.
It wouldn't be cheating.
Well, yeah. So this either came
You
up.
gotta take into account whatever you see. She's pointing out on the Action Comics cover there is some penciled in number up there.
This is the. Oh, of Supergirl. I was like, this is the fourth appearance of Superman.
Fourth appearance of
Jesus Christ.
Supergirl, yeah.
I know, because Superman's the first guy, right? Like he's the OG.
Yeah.
But Batman was soon after.
And I will say,
And it's called
Superman's
Detective
first
Comics
appearance was
in 19.
Superman was the
30s,
first
I think?
superhero in comics. Detective Comics was DC's first comic book series. That's where DC comes from, Detective Comics. So if you're looking at issue number for hints, take that into account. I just didn't know if that's where you were going with that.
Where do you see issue number? Is that the number?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know
I
if you were
do
taking that into
think
account.
that this one's older.
The Detective Comics final answer?
I know I've narrowed it down to the top two. I know I'm correct.
Yeah, I know. Confirmed that.
I think this one's older.
All right. It is not.
God damn it. At some point, I've got to get one
These
of them.
are, in fact, my two oldest comic books. Once again, I included second place. My only two 10-cent comics as of right now. Only recently started diving into the golden age. The Detective Comics is from 1961. I do not have a comic from 1960, but the Action Comics is from 1959. It is my only comic from the 50s. So this is my oldest comic that I have. So close, but so far.
At some point when I narrow it down to two, eventually you'd think I'd get... I'm shooting 50-50.
No.
At some point the 50-50's
You've
gotta
gotten
even out.
3 right out of 9.
But I've narrowed the rest of them down correctly.
I can't. You know what? I can't wait for your redemption arc when we do another quiz and you'll like ace it. You'll be more prepared. But this last question, you have an opportunity. Excuses. You have an opportunity to make up the point difference because this last question is not a all or nothing. All right. This last question is, and again, there's multiple answers. What is my pull list? Pull list being the new series that I'm picking up right now. Now I want to make sure it's clear. This is not including limited series. This is not including series that I'm intending to pick up but haven't started yet.
Oh, so this doesn't include the like Riddler.
Doesn't include Batman One Bad Day. Doesn't include Dark Crisis, which I'm picking up right now. Which doesn't include like the new Batman Scooby-Doo crossover that I want to get. Only like the main. Yeah, it's awesome. Only like the main ongoing series that I'm picking up that I've definitely probably talked to you about.
Yes. Are they each worth 1 point?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Spider-Man. Easy point. Right?
Yeah, just Spider-Man. Or gotta be specific with titles.
Well, I know you get Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, so Amazing Spider-Man. You gotta be clarified.
Amazing Spider-Man. You just picked up, the one where you said it's the first LGBT Spider-Man? Is that
That's
a
not
separate
an ongoing
series?
series. That is a limited series.
Gotta clarify.
First gay Spider-Man.
First gay Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
probably Fantastic Four.
I'm just counting up. This doesn't mean
Pretty
you got it
sure.
right. I'm just adding up what you have.
I'm pretty sure you're picking up Thor. Or at least you... No, didn't you just drop Thor? Ooh. Thor's one of your wishy-washy ones.
I did recently drop some books, but I told you which books I dropped.
You did, and I feel like you mentioned Thor, but I can't remember if that's one of the ones you dropped or not. Can I just keep listing them? Or do I have a limit to the number of ones I can list?
No.
I'll just go through every superhero that I know.
Well, I'll tell you how many I have
Okay.
written down based on looking at my polls for the next few weeks. I have 16. Now, you know Amazing Spider-Man is one of them.
Yes.
So you have, and then you said Fantastic Four. So you would have 14 more guesses to lock it in.
I'm gonna say Thor is still on there.
Okay.
I don't think you're picking up any... I know you just started picking up some DC books, but I'm not sure if it's just the limited series or if there are any... Isn't there a new run of... It's really hard, you guys.
Here's the thing, most of these I know I've talked to you about.
Thanks.
So I'm testing how well you listen, but also some of the ones that I haven't like specifically told you about, I will take like vague answers, like not to give away. And it's like, let's say, I'm trying to think of a character that like obviously wouldn't be on the list, so I can use an example.
Wonder Woman.
Howard the Duck.
Oh.
Right. If I was like, the series was called like The Mighty Howard the Duck, and you said Howard the Duck, and I hadn't told you about it, like I would count that.
I'm pretty sure there's some kind of new, like, Secret Wars thing.
That would be a limited series.
Fuck.
And there isn't.
There is, though. Yep.
Secret Wars was in 2015.
Yep. Are any of them indie, or are they all either Marvel or DC?
Some are indie, yes. Also, books that I've definitely told you about.
Okay, I know. Oh, wait, no, there's the guy. Oh, no. The guy who you like, who started doing his own book. That should count.
I know what you're referring to.
Oh, no.
If you could tell me
Who's the
either
guy?
the creator or the book, I will count it.
No. He's an artist, I think.
I
No.
like both the creators.
Oh, no. John Romita.
He is like 94. And I don't like
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure you don't like Nick Spencer. Is that correct?
I do like Nick Spencer.
Ooh, then it is Nick Spencer.
Didn't say it was Nick Spencer. I said I do like Nick Spencer.
I think it is Nick Spencer, actually.
Nick Spencer wrote the Hydra Cap storyline, and he wrote Spider-Man for a while. I liked his run on Spider-Man.
Oh, how long ago was that then?
It would have been 2018.
I think it's Nick Spencer. I think it's Nick Spencer's new book.
It is not Nick Spencer.
Shit.
The book is Vanish
Vanish.
by
yeah.
Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman. Which you could have looked right here. Because that is the same creative team that wrote the last Venom run, which is
See, I knew
phenomenal.
that.
So if you haven't read that, go read that. Reagan, I know you're not going to read it, but y'all should read it.
I knew about it, vaguely.
Well, okay, so that's
that's
one of
three.
them.
That's 3.
Plus Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, you said.
And I'm pretty sure you're still picking up Thor. Let's just throw
And Thor, you
Thor in
said,
there.
yeah. So that's 4.
I'm gonna say you're picking up Venom because sure.
Okay, that's 5. This is fun.
This is very difficult. I'm forgetting like every.
You're really,
Is there Doctor Strange? I feel like there is. I feel like you're grabbing Doctor Strange.
Make that 6.
Let's make that 6. That sounds good. Doctor Strange. Are you picking up Ghost Rider? Or is he done? I'm gonna say Ghost Rider.
Alright, that's what, 7 now?
I'm gonna sound like such a ditz to your community. I'm gonna say Carnage never had his own thing, did he? I feel like
He has. I won't say whether he does currently, but he has.
no. I feel like you get some DC ones, but I don't know which DC
I
ones.
do get some DC ones. You could probably figure it out by thinking of which characters I like.
You like Batman. I'm gonna say you get Batman. I know that he has the limited run, but I'm gonna say Batman anyway.
Well, Batman One Bad Day is the limited series.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you get other Batman too.
Okay.
I'm gonna say... There's no way you're picking up Howard the Duck. I know you mentioned
I
it
wish
earlier,
there is no
but
Howard the Duck
I
series.
know, yeah.
I totally would if it was coming out. I love Howard.
What other DC would there... Didn't you just start picking up the Flash
Also,
again?
Howard's Marvel. You can put that on there if you want. We're at 8 right now with Batman. So
And
9.
Flash. I'm gonna say Saga. I don't know if they're coming out with new books, but I know you like them. There's some kind of Marvel team up, whether that be like Avengers or Guardians of the
Are
Galaxy.
you saying Avengers? Are you saying Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'm saying both.
Alright. So
Yeah.
you have
Because, you know,
3, 5, 4 more?
4 more. Because I don't have enough people for guesses. You know what? Say Carnage. You know, why not?
I can start naming them. That'll give you
It's
some
not
hints.
Wonder Woman. It's not Aquaman.
So yeah, there's Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Superman, Cyborg,
Well, I already said
Teen
Flash.
Titans, Batman, Martian Manhunter, Supergirl.
Oh, no, spoilers. I'm just gonna say Moon Knight.
Okay.
Really throw that one out there.
I should have grabbed the comics so I could show. It's too late. Nah, you keep guessing. I'll be in behind you.
I have 2 more guesses or 1 more guess?
You have 2 more guesses, and don't look back here because I'm grabbing that one. You're looking back here, aren't you?
No.
I think you were. No cheating.
Only cheating.
That's good to hear from my wife.
Can I say Spectacular Spider-Man?
You can say that if you want.
Ultimate Spider-Man? I'm saying both of those.
Your answers are locked in.
Locked and loaded.
Now I can tell you,
I got all 16 right.
you did not get them all right.
Really?
Now we're gonna go through. I have the most recent issue of all 16 of my main series I'm picking up. We're gonna go through. So first,
Spider-Man.
well, I guess yeah, I could do him first. 'Cause you know you got him right. Amazing Spider-Man, Garbage Run, trash, hate it.
Yes.
You can throw that over there.
Why is Gwen on the cover?
Don't even get me started. That comic sucked. Anyway, next we have Batman,
I said Batman.
which you did say Batman.
I did say Batman.
Phenomenal run of Batman. If you saw my last comic pickups video, episode 33, I believe,
Which we all did.
I was saying that this is the best run of Batman that I've read since like 2014, whenever New 52 was. It's phenomenal. It's great. Love it. Awesome book. Next, let's guess on. Okay.
You know you want to pull out Ghost Rider. You know you want to.
So, yeah, this is one of the ones where I was accepting a vague answer, and you did say Avengers. It is all out Avengers.
I would never have gotten that.
There is a main Avengers
It's
series.
new! I knew it.
There is a main Avengers series, but I dropped that because it was not good. This is written to be like back issues, so each issue is its own story, and it begins in the middle of the story. Because, like, if you pick up a back issue, you open it up, and it's like they're in the middle of the action. So
Yeah.
they're writing this to try to recapture that energy. So it's like, oh, this invasion is happening, and we're fighting, and it's just like action. It's not like good storytelling. It's just like fun books, but fun little Avengers series, you know, whatever.
Okay.
The next comic book that I am picking up right now is Ghost Rider.
Hey!
They are doing a new run of Ghost Rider, which I only started picking up with issue 6, so I didn't get it from the beginning.
I knew it.
But when I started getting into Ghost Rider recently, started picking that book up. This other one,
So
I
far,
will
4
technically
points.
give to you because it is just Spider-Man. Which you technically said Spider-Man, but you also said Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, all this stuff. This is brand new, came out this week, issue
Should
1.
count.
This is the one drawn by Mark Bagley, my favorite
Oh,
artist.
okay.
New ongoing series. I actually had an interaction with Dan Slott, the writer, on Instagram today.
That's cool.
He posted about this or whatever, and I commented and I asked him, like, is this a new ongoing series or is this just a limited series? He said it's ongoing, so I said, like, oh, cool,
Very cool.
whatever. So, new ongoing series.
I see why you like Bagley's art.
Oh, it's very good.
It's very cool.
I especially like it more in the 90s. Nowadays, it's a little different, but... Next up, you did say this one. We have Venom. There is almost always a Venom run going on. Hate this one,
Okay.
but still picking it up because it's Venom.
I don't like the cover. That's
I
gonna give me
hate the
nightmares.
artist. I'm so glad you say that because I hate the artist. I don't like his art. I don't hate the artist. He's probably a good guy, but like I don't like his art. Carnage.
Wait, did
You
I
got
say
it.
Carnage?
You said Carnage.
Hey!
It's probably not in there, but I'll say it. There is an ongoing series from Carnage, and you should all go pick it up so that they don't cancel it because it's good. He's in hell. Look at him. He's like a demon Carnage. It's awesome.
Jesus.
It's dark. It's gritty. It's so good. Please pick it up so they don't cancel it like every other Carnage series
See,
ever.
that's a creepy, scary cover, but it's not gonna give me nightmares. Like that,
That one's
one
giving you
will.
nightmares?
Yeah.
I mean, that one is spooky. That story is... It's alright. Next up, I believe you did say this one. It is Thor.
I did say Thor.
Yes, Thor, and I thought it was interesting you said that this is an off and on one for me because I have actually been loving this run. So you got it, but very, very, very good run. Donny Cates, my favorite
Why
writer.
is Venom and Thor?
Crossover. Donny Cates, who wrote the last Venom run, now writes Thor, so they did a little crossover
Cute.
with that. But awesome book, love it. Now this next one, I will also give you points for.
Hell yeah.
While it's technically not what you said Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
This is Strange.
Whatever.
The reason it's not Doctor Strange is because Doctor Strange is actually dead.
Rude.
So his wife Clea is Sorcerer Supreme Clea Strange. She just appeared in Multiverse of Madness. Charlize
did.
Theron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he's now back though. So I actually picked up issue 1. It's interesting that you guessed this because I picked up issue 1 and then didn't pick up any of the further issues because my comic store was like sold out of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I just recently ordered all of those issues to get caught back up because I wanted to keep picking it up. So technically correct, Doctor Strange there.
Yeah, love being correct on technicality.
And then this one we already talked about, Vanish. If you're not picking up Vanish, where you at?
Yeah.
Incredible book. Donny Cates, Brian Stegman. Awesome. Beautiful.
Very good.
You got that.
Wonderful.
Well, you didn't get that one, but I already confirmed that I had it, so.
I knew what it was.
I definitely told you all about that one.
You did.
So.
You did. I just forget
It's
words.
an amazing book. Amazing. And then you did get Saga. Currently on a hiatus.
Yeah.
They take like a 1 month pause after every story arc, so there hasn't been a new issue in a little while. But it is technically still ongoing, so great book. Definitely worth a read. You should actually read that. I think you would like it.
I know.
Alright, now, the rest of these books, I have 5 more books
And I guess any of them.
that you did not get.
Wait, Fantastic Four, did you drop?
I dropped Fantastic Four months ago. It was being written by Dan Slott, that writer that I interacted with on Instagram today, and it wasn't my favorite in the world, so I actually dropped that. But
So you dropped Fantastic Four and you kept Thor.
I'm waiting.
So I was wrong
They're
about that.
about to
Okay.
start a new Fantastic Four run, and I'm probably going to try that out. But these books you did not say. First one, Captain America.
Since when?
Since this new series started at issue 1, I was actually picking up 2 Captain America series.
No.
The Sam Wilson one and the Steve Rogers one, but I dropped the Sam Wilson one recently. But this is Captain America Sentinel of Liberty, Steve Rogers, Bucky. It's really, really good. I don't think I've talked to you as much about this one,
You've
but
never
you know I
mentioned
like
it.
Captain America.
No,
It's a good book. It's very good. Definitely worth picking up.
I deny.
Next up, I'm so surprised you didn't get this one because we were talking about this character during this quiz. The Hulk.
I thought you dropped it.
I am picking up Hulk. It is written by Donny Cates. So of course I haven't been enjoying it. It's been getting a little bit better, but it's not quite the Hulk I like. I like a grittier Hulk, and this is more like colorful and cartoony. But Hulk. So
I
missed that one.
thought you stopped picking up Hulk a while ago.
Now the remaining 3 are DC comic books.
Which I got some.
You
right?
got Batman.
Mm.
But I'm also picking up, and again, surprised you didn't get this because not only was it my oldest comic book,
Oh.
Action Comics featuring Superman. We're on issue 1047.
Jeez, he looks rough.
Just started picking this up, actually. But you should know, I've been getting into DC and I've been liking Superman, so...
Why do they make him look so bad?
This is just a painted cover. I don't know. It's not my favorite.
But like, look at his face. Why do I get that to?
Glare.
I know.
I don't think he looks that bad. I
He
don't
looks
like the way
weird.
he looks weird. It's just the way they painted him.
He looks like an old man.
But he is an old man. He's got a son who's like an adult now. But yeah, Action Comics, Superman. I really like Superman. I think he's cool, so I've been enjoying that. Next up, I think it's really funny because at one point you literally said, no, not that. Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman.
I know you like Wonder Woman, but I didn't know you were actually picking up Wonder Woman.
I also started picking this up recently. As you know, I just started picking up a bunch of DC books. Wonder Woman was one of those books that I was like, I want to start picking that up. I've always really liked Wonder Woman as a character. I think she's cool.
I should have known.
I have some Wonder Woman back, and she's on the way. But no, I think Wonder Woman's an awesome character. So
Who's that?
Cheetah.
Oh.
You saw the 1984. She was in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was
And the last book.
Catherine Heigl.
This is
I
the
think.
one
No, the other one.
Kristen
Kristen.
Wiig.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah. This last book is the one that Gut is also reading, my friend. And I'm so surprised you didn't guess this one because it's right in the name. DC.
No, Detective Comics.
Detective Comics. The other Batman series. I got Gut picking this one up because he likes Batman. I have told
It's a
him
really
though.
cool cover.
Oh, it's beautiful covers. They all look amazing like this. I have told him though that of the two Batman series, Batman is leaps and bounds better than Detective Comics. This series is really good, but the Batman series is phenomenal. You got most right. So I think that made up for the lack of correct answers in the rest of the quiz. So I think I need to get your prize.
Yay!
So I think you need to cover your eyes, put this hand out, hold it flat. I'm gonna get your prize.
Why do
You get a high five. How did you think I had a prize? You know I threw this together last minute.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna give me something nice.
See, I was gonna do something like, oh, I'll give you money for everyone you get right, but like it's our money, so that doesn't really work.
Makes sense. No.
Yeah. That's like
Here's
the
a-
whole thing is like, here's my wife, we're married now. Let me give you money that's ours.
Yep.
But
Well,
you did okay. Not really.
I did a wonderful job.
You sometimes
actually.
you sort of pay attention
I pay attention as much as you pay attention to mead. What mead?
to mead.
Yeah. Name the 12 meads that we're selling right now.
That's neither here nor there. But we'll definitely have to bring you back for a follow-up quiz to see if you can redeem yourself. Because honestly, pretty disappointed with your performance. I think everyone in the comments is gonna let you know that for sure.
Hey,
but-
be as brutal as you want. I have thick skin.
Yeah, she's married to me, so she kind of has to. But
Yep.
well, I guess the people on YouTube don't really see like the sarcastic me that much.
No, he's brutally mean all the time, actually.
Yeah. Blink twice if you need help. But yeah, that wraps it up. So I'll have a final score tally. I don't know what you got, but
Oh wait.
we'll play the music, play us out. But okay, cool. The end.
That was terrible.
You failed.
Yep.
I really thought you'd get more of these, to be honest.
I narrowed all of them down to 2 and then just chose the wrong one.
You don't listen to me.
You're gonna notice. Like, it's not even like I'm way off. It's like I'm very close and I didn't nail it.